morning. Welcome to today's chair yoga practice. Working on upper body strength today, which is arms, shoulders, chest, and the upper back. You will need today, of course, your chair and a yoga strap, a belt, or an old tie will also do. So yes, we're going to work on upper body strength. We're not lifting a single barbell today. We're going to use resistance and body weight to help build strength. So everything you need is right here on your yoga mat. Let's get started. Sit back in your chair. Find a position where your feet are resting comfortably on the floor and then lean into the chair back. You want to feel really long through the upper body and open through the sternum and shoulders. Open through the collarbones. Let's open up right here. It might feel tight at the end of today, so it's really important to take advantage of every opportunity to open up through the fronts of the shoulders, fronts of the collarbones to stretch. Because when you work on upper body strength, we tend to concentrate on the shoulders and the chest area. And when that gets tight, the shoulders start to pull forward. You start to lose some of your posture, some of the alignment in your spine. So really counterbalance that by opening up. Now that we're sitting tall, leaning into the back of the chair, rest your hands on your thighs. You can go ahead and close your eyes. Take a breath. Just begin with the seated centering. Clear the clutter from your mind so you can really focus on how your body is feeling and focus on the flow of your breath. Bring mindfulness to the next hour or so here on your yoga mat. Moving in a way that feels safe in your body, moving in a way that feels empowering, that you're doing something good for you. Today the focus, as mentioned, building upper body strength. Relax the shoulders. There's always plenty of tension there. So when you're aware of tension in your shoulders, use your exhalation to relieve tension and let your shoulders feel heavy. The sternum opens. The breath flows a little more freely. This class will take the usual format today. We're going to warm up all the joints, bringing movement to every part of the body, and then we will focus on upper body strength. Sitting tall, keeping the shoulders supported by the back of the chair. Slowly drop your chin down towards your chest. Feel a slow, steady stretch, reaching down the back of your neck. Base of the skull all the way down. Really let your head feel heavy here. Deliberately unclench your jaw. Really take whatever tension there might be hiding in your neck and just let it go. Gently roll your head over to your right shoulder. Left shoulder stays heavy. A breath in. And as you exhale, just soften. Focus on dropping the shoulders down. Then roll forward through the chin to chest position on your way over to your left shoulder. Left ear comes down towards your left shoulder, right shoulder really heavy here. Feeling a deep stretch on the right side of your neck. Take a breath. And as you exhale, relax both shoulders. Oh, that feels good. Drop to center, chin to chest. One more breath here. Heavy shoulders, heavy head with the exhalation. And lift up. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open them. Let's just start by wiggling the fingers. Gently opening and closing the palms, the hands, making gentle fists, nothing too tight. But really try to take an extra little half a second to spread your fingers wide. Now rotating through the wrists. And go the other way. Now swinging the arms, getting a little bit of movement into the shoulders here, but making sure you also bend at the elbows. All right, a little bit more of a warm-up into the wrists. Right hand forward, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. And just left hand reaches for the tips of your fingers and just a gentle pull back on your fingers as you push the heel of the hand forward. We're going to be spending a little bit of time with weight in the hands today, so it's really important to make sure you warm up your wrists properly. Just enough to feel a stretch there in the bottom of the wrist. Now bending the other way. So fingers pointing down towards the floor. Left hand reaches for the back of your right hand and just pulling your hand towards you, pushing the top of your wrist away from you. And just drawing your hand in just enough to feel the stretch on the back of your wrist this time. Whew, maybe up into the forearm. The more the left hand pulls, the greater the intensity will be in the stretch on the right wrist. So you're in control of this at all times. And just shake out the right arm, right wrist. All right, doing the same thing with the left side. Left hand forward, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Right hand reaches for your fingertips and just a gentle pull on the fingertips as you push your left heel of the hand forward. Pushing forward, pulling back, enough to feel the stretch on the underside of the wrist. Keep a little softness in your elbows. There's no reason to go hardcore here. I know I said in the description you're going to feel the burn, but that's going to come a little bit later. And as always, you are in control of the level of intensity. Release your left hand. Let your fingers drop down towards the floor. Right hand reaches for the back of your left hand. Just gently pull your hand towards you as you push your wrist away. Just pushing and pulling just enough to feel that balance so that there's a stretch happening there. You feel like you're making a difference. Try not to hold your breath, of course. And release. And just shake out your left hand, left arm. All right. Sitting tall, pull your shoulders away from the back of the chair. Let's sweep the arms all the way up and cross over in front. Just notice which hand is in the front as you exhale. Another breath in, this time, cross over in front, other hand in front. Again. I've got my right arm in front. One more time, switching the other way, left arm in front. Hands just to your thighs, your knees, and just start to wiggle your toes. Really try to curl them as tight as you can and spread them as far apart as you can. One foot forward, begin to work into the ankle just by pointing and flexing your foot. And then do the same with the other. Point and flex. Just taking it a little bit slowly, nothing too fast. Trying to push your range of motion a little bit. All right, now rotating through the ankles. You can do both at the same time. If you feel unsteady, work with one foot at a time. Keep the shoulders away from the back of the chair, so you're starting to warm up through the core here. Let's change direction with the rotations. . Now scoot forward in your chair so your feet are flat on the floor. Sitting tall. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just bow forward. Push into the heel of your hands. Yep, we're starting to warm up already through the chest. And then inhale, push up. Push. Feel the beginnings of beginning to engage the upper body. As you exhale, bow forward. Sink into the heels of your hands. And then use your hands as you take your breath in and push up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Try to stay long through the spine. Try not to round through the lower back. Imagine there's a 2x4 down your back so you can't bend at the shoulders or bend at the lower back at all. Exhale, sinking down. Feel your weight pushing into the heels of your hands. Feel the shoulders and the arms beginning to engage. Muscles beginning to grab hold. And press up. Working into the shoulders, a little more warm up here. Sweep the arms behind you. Reach up. And then forward. So biggest circles you can imagine. Double circles. Turning the palms forwards. Reaching up, feeling the stretch into the shoulders and down. And again, as the hands sweep up, you take your breath in. As the hands float down, breath out. 1 more time. Now working the other way. So sweeping forward first and up. And then back. So doing both arms at the same time, we get a bigger warm up into the shoulders. Breath in as the hands sweep up. Breath out as they sweep down and back. You feel the stretch all the way into your heart, right to the center of the sternum. Last one. Hands to your knees. No, I'm going to stay here for now. So hands to your knees. Here we go again. You sink your weight into the heel of your hands. Take a breath. And as you exhale, lean forward. Start to explore the strength that already exists in the shoulders and upper arms. As you take a breath in, push up. Yep, we're doing push-ups. Exhale, sinking down with control. And inhale, push up. 2 more. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, push up. Last one. Awesome. All right, I'm going to turn my chair sideways so that you can see. That was elegant, wasn't it? All right, feet flat on the floor. You want your feet as wide as the chair, perhaps even wider. So sitting really tall here, warming up into the hips now. Let your knees just wave a little bit from side to side. Gentle, small movements into the hips here. Stay tall and long through the upper body. Knees come back to center, feet firmly connected to the floor. You feel the soles of the feet completely connected to the mat and supported. Hands to the tops of your knees. Take a breath. And as you exhale, lean over to your right leg, right thigh, and then sweep over. Big circles, warming up into the hips a little bit more now. Lean as far back as you choose. If you want to get a little work into the core, you can let go. If you want to work into the shoulders, bring your arms straight out to the sides. We'll do 1 more circle in this direction. Bring yourself up tall. Pause. If your arms are reaching out, bring your hands to your knees just for a moment. Take a break. Take a breath. Now working the other way. With your exhale, lean over towards your left leg, circling in the opposite direction. Make the circle as big as you can, just for the first couple of rotations, to explore your range of motion. Then if you want to work into the core, work a little harder, remember this is all up to you, you let go. And as you circle around, you can feel the core engaging. You can feel the work of the muscle shifting from the side to the front to the back. You want to work into the shoulders, reach the arms straight out to the sides. Keep the feet firmly planted and stay tall. Try not to collapse onto your thigh, but just brush past it. We'll do one more circle. And back up tall. Relax the arms. All right. Left hand to the seat of your chair, right hand to the top of your left thigh. So you're kind of looking off to the corner beyond your left leg. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just fold over your left thigh. Use your hands for support. Keep the right hip heavy on the chair so you feel the stretch into the right side. Couple of breaths here. And press up. Come back to center. Right hand to the back of the chair, left hand goes to the top of your right thigh. Turn to look to the corner. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just fold towards your right thigh. Keep your left hip heavy on the chair so you feel the length and stretch on the left side. And press up. Come back to center. Hands to your knees, take a breath. And as you exhale, fold forward. This time, just sink into your thighs. You're not worried about engaging through the shoulders or the arms this time. Relax your neck, let your head dangle. And just turn your head as if to say no, slowly. And then nod your head as if to say yes. And just looking down at your toes and tucking your chin towards your chest. Not too much compression there in the back of the neck. Now rotate. So think about making a circle with your chin. Pulling your chin in towards your chest, looking towards the top edge of your mat, towards your toes, nothing more than that. And go the other way. The biggest circle you can manage with your chin. Back to center. Now lift your chin away from your chest, look down at the floor, down towards your toes. And then press up. Push up. Yes, push up. All right, let's come to standing. Turn the seat of the chair towards you. Comfortable distance from your chair. All right, feet hip distance apart, toes pointing directly underneath the chair. Let's take a breath in, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, sweep back. Now, create some arch in the spine, bring your gaze up as the hands sweep down. Now, drop your eyes down as your hands come forward. Cross your hands in front of you. Lift up, keep them crossed. I've got my left hand in front. And then bring the gaze up, sweep around. So a little more movement into the spine here, challenging your balance a little bit. When your hands come down to your sides, drop your eyes down towards the floor. Feel the rounding through the spine. Cross the wrists again in the opposite direction. Lift up, As the hands float up, bring the eyes upwards. Reach out, reach wide enough to feel the stretch into the shoulders all the way to the center of the sternum. As your hands come down to your sides, gaze goes down. Crossing the hands the other way. Same thing. Do not hold your breath. Move with control, deliberate movement. Crossing, eyes downwards, lift up, gaze goes up, and reach out. Pausing right here, standing in mountain pose, looking straight ahead. Take a moment, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, slide your shoulders all the way down towards your hips. Now actively reach down with your fingertips. Reach. Feel the energy there. Keep reaching. Keep breathing. As you exhale, just soften. Let go of the energy in the arms and the shoulders and just soften. All right, let's start with the hands crossed in front, eyes gazing downward. You can feel a little roundness through the spine, kind of from your tailbone to the base of your skull. Now lift up as you take your breath in. Bring your gaze up, little curve in the spine, and as you exhale, reach out. Bring the gaze down. Now working in the opposite direction. I've switched my hands around the other way. So here we are, looking downwards, rounding through the spine, control, deliberate movement. As you inhale, bring the hands apart, sweep out to the sides, bring your gaze up as the hands slowly float up, cross the same way they were a moment ago, crossing at the wrists, hands coming down. Slowly, gaze coming down. Do that again. Take a breath in, sweep the hands out and up. Bring the gaze up. Cross your wrists the other way. Now slowly coming down. Bringing the gaze down with the hands. You feel the work in the arms and shoulders. Here we go, lifting up. So I had my left hand in front that time. When I cross, I'm going to have my right wrist. Exhale, slowly coming down. Oh, my arms are shaking. Looking downwards. Last time. I got my right wrist in front. I'm going to put my left wrist in front this time. Big breath in. Slow, deliberate movement. Wrists crossed. Slowly coming down. And release. Standing tall, looking straight ahead. Take a breath, just relax the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, bend your knees, bow forward. Plant your hands on the seat of the chair. A little more warming up into the spine here. So look at the back edge of the seat of the chair. Press your fingertips into the chair. Take some of the pressure off the heel of the hands. Because I want you right now just to bend at the knees, work a little into the ankles, a little into the knees, lean your hip from side to side, really lengthen through the straight leg, and lift your heel as high as you can on the bent leg. Feel the stretch into the back of the leg, into your hip. If you're feeling a little unsteady, make sure your foot comes completely down to the mat before shifting and lifting the other side. And just finish the side that you're on. Bring yourself back to center. Now shift your weight slightly into your heels so there's minimal weight on your hands here. Rotate your arms forward so the crease of your elbow is towards the back of your chair. Press down with your fingertips. Now do a forward fold here, but we're going to get, we're kind of going to multitask here at the same time. So building some strength into the shoulders, into the biceps, and firmness, stability into the triceps. So normally we bend at the elbows and the elbows pop out to the side. Today I want you to pull your elbows in towards your rib cage as you sink into your forward fold. Oh, that's different. Pause here. Now press up. Push into your hands, press up. Exhale, sinking down. Keep your elbows hugging in, biceps pulled in towards your rib cage, and press up. You can do that 2 more times. You can feel that tremor of truth as your arms shake because you're using your muscles in a way that you don't typically do. So your body's figuring out how to get your muscles to respond so that your body can respond. And you can achieve your goal. Lift up. Let's do one more. As you inhale, push up one more time. There we go. Now bend your knees. Oh, take all the weight out of your arms and shoulders. Release your arms and just sweep all the way up. And release all the way down. Returning to mountain pose. All right, let's roll through the shoulders. Change direction. Standing tall once again. Now inhale, sweep the arms up, bring your palms together overhead. Keep your gaze forward. Now keep the palms turned towards each other. Now bring your arms out towards the sides. Put a little bend in your elbows. Take the tension out of the arms, working into the sternum here. Now bring your eyes up to the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. So let your arms feel heavy, so you feel the stretch all the way into the sternum. Feel that deep stretch across the chest, across the collarbones. Breathe. Try to engage the belly with your breath. Try not to keep the breath up in the chest, high up in the lungs. Draw the breath in. Take 2 more breaths here. Try not to clench your jaw. Now inhale, bring the hands back together. And as you exhale, float the hands forward, palm pressing to palm. Right here, reaching straight ahead. Roll the shoulders back. Get a sense that your arms are coming straight out from your shoulders. Palms gently pressing together, thumb to thumb, finger to finger. Now bend at the elbows. Keep the upper arm steady as you bring your thumbs and tap your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Arms long. Now same thing with control. Keep the upper arm steady, bending, tapping your left shoulder or coming as close to your left shoulder as possible. Reaching straight out. Breathe. Let's do that again. As you exhale, tap your right shoulder. Try not to twist through the upper body. Keep everything still. The only thing moving is the elbows. That's it. Just the elbows. We do 2 more times to each side. Really extend. When the arms go straight, you feel the tricep grab hold of the back of the arm. When the arms bend, tap your elbow, you feel the bicep connecting. As I reach for my left shoulder, my left bicep squeezes and strengthens. As I reach the arms long, the back of both arms grab hold. One more time to each side. Try not to twist. Once again, bending only at the elbows. And reaching straight out. Now keep the hands together. Yep, we're not done yet. Reach up. Now inhale, separate the hands. Exhale, put a little softness in the elbows. Bring your gaze up once again. Stretch through the collarbones, the fronts of the shoulders. Palms turned upwards, thumbs pointing back. Soften through the jaw. So let the arms, the weight of the arms, the weight of the shoulders stretch all the way into your heart. Inhale, bring the hands together. And as you exhale, release. Coming back to mountain pose. All right, let's do a little more work. Why not? Inhale, let's sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. Right on the seat of the chair. Now feel the weight in your heels. Want to feel long through the back of the legs. Inhale, lift your eyes, look over the back of the chair. Sway the lower back, let your rib cage pop open. Exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine, chin towards your chest. Really stretch out through the lower back here. Try not to squeeze the buttocks. Breath in, lift the eyes, look over the back of the chair, sway the back, pop open the rib cage. Exhale, rounding the back, rounding the shoulders, chin to chest, belly button to spine. 2 more. Breath in. So with the weight in your feet, you've taken the workload off the shoulders and arms. But don't worry, we'll get back to that in a moment. Inhale again. Last time, look over the back of the chair. Curve in the lower back. Exhale, rounding through the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Look straight down at the seat of the chair, right between your hands. Walk your feet back, just slightly. So you feel, so your feet are far enough back that when your hips are over top of your ankles, your shoulders are well behind your wrists. So keep that for a moment. Spin the elbows forward. So the crease of the elbow is towards the chair. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just soften through the arms. Keep the weight in the heels. Your hands can just rest heavily on the chair here. Just getting a little bit of a stretch into the sides of the body and the backs of the arms. Couple of breaths. Press up. Now shoulders are behind the wrists, so here we're going to shift forward. Keep the heels planted on the mat, but now your weight feels more in the toes. Use your fingertips to press into the chair. Take the pressure off the heel of the hands. Elbows still spun, the crease of the elbows still turned forward. Getting ready to do some more push-ups here, working into the back of the arm. So here we go. Leaning into the chair a little bit, slowly bending down, feeling your upper arms coming into the rib cage. Go as low as you feel you can go, and then press back up again. If you want, you can bring your feet a little farther back. If you feel like you can work even harder, that's up to you. The farther back your feet are, the more work it will be. Just watch out for the back of the chair so you don't bang your head. And press up. Let's do 2 more. Work with your own speed, your own strength. Now walk your feet back a little bit farther. Far enough now that when your shoulders stack over top of your wrists, your heels start to peel away from the mat. Now, this all depends on your comfort level, how far you feel you can go. Once you find the spot, your sweet spot, where you can feel like your arms are working, lift your eyes, look over the back of the chair. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Feel the support there. And breathe. Coming into a full plank position, supported plank. Keep the fingertips pressing into the chair to minimize the strain, the pressure on the heel of the hands. Now take a breath. And as you exhale, push back. Keep your heels where they are and just push back. Feel yourself sinking into the downward dog position. Oh, keep the shoulders, the arms at rest. All right, now we're going to do this 2 more times. If you feel you can work harder, you can do this with one arm. So place your right hand comfortably on the seat of the chair. Left hand to your hip. And just slowly bring yourself forward. Right hand pushes into the chair. Feel free to use both hands here. It's up to you. Shoulders stacked over top of wrist. Keep the shoulders square with the seat of the chair. Try not to turn. And then bring your gaze over the back of the chair. Breathe. That's the key there, right? Breathe. Keep the fingertips working. And then push back. Push back. Turn to your downward dog position. Both hands on the seat of the chair if they weren't already. Couple of breaths here. Remember, the depth of your plank is completely up to you. If you feel unsteady, walk your feet towards the chair. All right, I'm getting ready to do my one-handed plank on the other side. Left hand comfortably on the seat of the chair. I think it's in the right spot. Right hand to my hip. Slowly push into your feet. Bring yourself forward. Stack shoulder over top of wrist. You can have one hand on the chair or both hands on the chair. Once shoulder is over top of wrist, shoulders square with the chair. Bring your gaze overhead. Breathe. Ooh, this is a tough one. Oh my goodness. And push back. Whew. Right hand, both hands to the seat of the chair if they aren't already. Take a breath. And really relax into your downward dog position here. Oh. Put a little softness in the back of the knees. And slowly walk your feet towards the chair. Bend your knees, shift your weight into your heels, sweep up. And breathe out. All right, reaching for your strap, your belt, your tie, whichever it is that you happen to have. I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment. Just reach back and bring the strap behind you and just hold it in each hand. Just make sure that it's not slack at all. So I can just feel the strap just grazing the back of my upper thighs. My fists are gently holding the strap. I do not have a death grip on the strap. My backs of my hands are turned forwards. All right. Feet solid, steady. Now draw your shoulders up and roll them back, slide them down. Draw the belly button and rib cage in. Minimize the curve in the lower back. Create some support and stability around the core. Now just slowly push your hands away from your backside. push even more. Create some curve in the spine. Keep the belly and the rib cage strong. Bring your gaze upward. So push the hands even farther back now. Lengthen through the elbows. Now add a third action here. Think about pulling your hands apart from each other. And just clasp the strap between your thumb and your forefinger, the palm of your hand. Keep all the strength there so the rest of the fingers are soft. Breathe. Keep the hands actively pulling away from each other. One more breath. Release. Take a moment just to breathe. Let your hands feel heavy. Really loosen your grip on the strap. Try not to drop it. Take a little bit of a breather here. All right, we're going to do that one more time. So clasping the strap just gently between your thumb and your forefinger. The rest of your fingers are soft and slack. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back, slide them down. Now push the strap away from your backside, pause. Draw the belly, rib cage in, create some strength and stability through the core. Now push your hands a little farther away, bring your gaze upwards. Pull your hands apart. Maintain grip on the strap, thumb and forefinger. Feel the outsides of the arms, the backs of the arms, the triceps working, and the forearms here. We'll take one breath right here. Now lift higher. Oh, keep pulling. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. And as you exhale, release. Oh. All right, I'm going to turn my back towards you once again. Let's bring a little movement to the shoulders here. Strap is in my right hand. I'm going to take my right hand, place it overhead, and just bend at the elbow. Left hand reaches behind to grab the slackened strap. Walk your left hand as far up the strap as you can. Walk your right hand as far down the strap as you can. Just wiggle your fingers. Take a breath. And as you exhale, left hand pulls down. Feel the right elbow reach up towards the ceiling. Now softly bend your right elbow, push your hip to the left side. Stretch out the whole right side of the body. Turn to look down to the left. Actively pulling with the left hand. Right hand is just heavy, holding onto the strap. Feeling the stretch from your right elbow all the way down to your right hip. Now soften your grip with your left hand, come back to center. Now right hand pulls as left hand holds. Just looking straight ahead. Breathe. And release. Switching sides. Strap in the left hand. Left hand reaches over, strap dangling behind you. Left elbow bent. Right hand reaches for the bottom of the strap. Am I holding the right end? Yes, I am. Okay. Walk your right hand as far up the strap as you can. Left hand as far down the strap as you can. Take a breath. And as you exhale, right hand tugs at the left. Left elbow reaches up towards the ceiling. You can feel the stretch already happening in the back of the left arm. Now deepen the stretch to the whole left side. Soften your left knee. Turn to look down to the right. Long stretch through the whole left side. Breathe. Now come back to center. Eyes straight ahead. Soften the grip with the right hand. Now pull with the left. Feel the left hand pulling up. Feel the left arm working. Right shoulder getting the stretch here. And then release. All right. Place your strap to the side, facing the seat of your chair. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Hands to the seat of the chair. Feel the weight in your heels. Hands are only on the chair for balance, for stability. No strength, no muscle work required through the shoulders or upper arms. Thank goodness. So let's inhale, lift the eyes, look over the back of the chair, sway through the lower back, pop open the rib cage. Exhale, round through the back, tuck your chin towards your chest. Spread your shoulder blades wide. 2 more times. Inhale, your eyes look over the back of the chair. Exhale, round through the back. Chin to chest, belly button to spine. 1 more time. Come back to neutral. Eyes looking down at the seat of the chair. Bend your knees. Push your weight out of your hands. Let's sweep all the way up. Take a big breath in. And release all the way up. Let's come to sitting. A little more work with the arms and shoulders. Just a little. All right. So sitting at the front of the seat of your chair, feet flat on the floor. Holding onto the strap. Similar to what we did before with the strap behind you. Now the strap is in front of you. So just let the strap just rest lightly on your knees. Hands as wide as your knees. Use your thumb and forefinger to grip the strap. The rest of your fingers, soft. Now lengthen through the elbows as much as possible. Sit tall. Get a sense that your ears are over top of your shoulders. Shoulders are over top of your hips. You feel a little bit of work happening through the midsection, through the belly button, through the rib cage. Now here we go. We're going to float. Hands up. Just kind of to the level of your forehead. Now pull your hands apart. Hold it there. Look straight ahead. Now keep that. Keep the hands actively pulling apart. And float the hands down. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, pulling the hands apart. And just gently graze your knees with your strap. And then bring all the way back up again. So you get a sense that the strap is higher than your forehead. And then back down. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. This is working into the arms and the shoulders. Again, lift up. This time I want you to go higher. Higher than you did a moment ago. That's all that matters. Now hold it here for 8, 7. Keep pulling. 6. Keep pulling. 5, 4. Keep pulling. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take a breath. And exhale, keep pulling as you bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Slowly with control. Don't surrender just yet. And then when the strap grazes your knees, oh, that feels good to let go. Wiggle your fingers, open and close your hands. Movement into the shoulders. There we go. All right, holding on to the strap now. Bring your hands wide. Let's get a sense that each hand is pointing towards the corner, getting ready to stretch into the shoulders here. So lift up. As you take your breath in, lift up, reach back. Reach back. Push your hands into the strap. See if you can bring the strap down behind you. If not, that's fine. Just bring it where it feels good. You can feel the stretch into the sternum, into the shoulders. And then lift up and down. Let's do that one more time. So hands reach out for the corners. Lift up and over. And if you can, pull back. Long through the arms, long through the elbows. Long stretch. And lift up and back to center. All right. Right leg out in front, left knee flat on the floor. Place the strap behind your right foot. One end of the strap in each hand. So sitting tall. We've got the elbows tucked in towards the rib cage. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bow towards your right leg. Use your hands to pull you in closer. Coming far enough forward, you can feel the stretch into the back of your right leg. Keeping the strap tight, but not too much work into the shoulders here. Just keep the elbows hugging in. Stay long through the spine. Look at your toes. Try not to look at your right knee or your left toes. Look at your right toes. Now press up. Bring yourself up. Now wiggle the strap behind the ball of your right big toe. Now pull your toes towards you. Yeah. Take a breath. Repeat the stretch now. Elbows pulling in towards your rib cage, hands just gently pulling on the strap. You can make the strap longer if you need to. This is a more intense stretch. So you will not be able to fold as deeply as you did a moment ago. And then slowly bring yourself up and switch sides. Strap behind the left foot, one end of the strap in each hand. Spread your toes on your left foot, anchor your heel. Right foot is flat, you feel solid. Right leg is used for support. Elbows pulling in towards your rib cage. Take a breath. And as you exhale, fold towards your left leg now. Use the strap to pull you in. Stay tall and long through the upper body. Eyes on your left toes. Feel the intensity in the back of the left leg. Elbows hugging in. Bring yourself up. Wiggle your strap so that it's behind the ball of the left big toe. Toes are still spread wide. Now pull your toes towards you. Push your heel away. Already you can feel the intensity in the back of the left leg. Hands on the strap. You can lengthen your grip if you want to, lengthening the strap. Take a breath. Eyes on your left big toe, and as you exhale, elbows pull in towards the rib cage as you bring yourself towards your left foot. Breathe. Press up and release. Place your strap off to the side. Hands reach for the back of the chair. Hold to the back of the chair. Take a breath. Pull your shoulders up. Roll them back. Push the heart forward. Now just lean forward until you feel a stretch into the shoulders, right into the center of the collarbones, right into the heart. Looking down at the floor, using your body weight and just the grip of your fingers on the back of the chair. Bring yourself back up, sitting tall. Let's swing the arms a little bit. A little bit of a twist in the upper body, just to really relax through the arms and shoulders. Let's sit back. Let's finish the class the way we started. Sitting all the way back in the chair. Rest the back of the rib cage, the shoulders, into the support of the back of the chair. Hands on your thighs, palms up, palms down, whichever feels more comfortable to you. I like to have my palms up. It helps me open through the shoulders, through the collarbones. You can go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Just notice how great it feels to breathe. No pressure, no physical stress on the body at all here. Shoulders feel heavy, spent. Arms, they feel limp, ready to take a break. Soften all around your eyes, your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Take a breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Do that for 2 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 more time. Really sink into the seat of the chair. Relax the backs of the thighs, let your hips feel heavy. And your feet connect a little bit more to the floor, the mat, the earth below. Soften. Use your breath to replenish the energy spent while building upper body strength today. Now slide your hands off your thighs. Let your arms dangle really heavily. Lean back into your chair a little bit more. Let go of control of your breath and just let your breath be. Follow your intuition here. Let your breath guide you. Feet and legs are heavy. Hips, shoulders, heavy. Hands and arms. You can feel the weight of your head, although it's perfectly centered, perfectly balanced, over top of your heart. You're feeling ease with the support of the chair. Ease with your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. As you inhale, sweep your arms all the way around and up, bringing your hands together overhead. And float your hands down, palm pressing to palm with your exhalation. Hands resting right in front of heart center. Shoulders still heavy. Nothing but softness and breath. Take a moment to be grateful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be loved. And may all beings be at peace. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.